So we're all giving you a pick for bronze, a pick for silver, and a pick for gold. We'll do some dark horses as well. Right, we're on to silver. So Elk, we will start with you again.
Diane, it's going to be hard for me to get these words out of my mouth, putting the Collin Morikawa, the hottest player on earth, that I have to slot him somewhere in the silver category for a medal this week, Diane. The number one driver on tour, the number 4 proximity to the hole, more importantly, the number 1 in both categories in this field this week. Collin Morikawa just has a claret jug under one arm, and he may leave Japan with a silver medal around his neck, Diane. But yes, this is a metronomic, if that's a word, swinger of the club, straightest hitter the tour has produced since maybe Johnny Miller. Will that parlay into something for him at this course this week? Absolutely it will. He's got a little rest even after he won the Open Championship. So Morikawa will only be beaten by one guy in my mind this week. Silver medal.
It's just incredible when you think about Collin Morikawa and everything he's achieved in such a short career. He's got 2 majors and now he gets to compete for the USA at the Olympics. The boy is living the dream. And as you say, he got to go home. I saw a very cute picture of his little dog. It's like a golden doodle or something with the claret jug. So nice little bit of family time. I also saw that his girlfriend's flying out to Japan with him. So he'll be rested, he'll be feeling good, and hoping to add an Olympic gold to that ever increasing collection.
Yeah, and Morikawa is very interesting to me, Diane, because he's sort of doing it a different way than the typical tour player is right now, with so much talk about distance off the tee. We don't hear about that with Morikawa. We saw him control his golf ball at the Open Championship with a 3-wood off the tee, playing a power fade. He spoke also about how he controls, he's been learning since he was in high school, how he's allowed to control what his brain thinks about and what his brain doesn't think about. I think this is going to be a point of interest for tour players going forward. I think the tour has a tendency to burn out players early. We're seeing it with Wolff. We're seeing it with Cameron Champ a little bit. They're having they're stumbling around out on tour thinking about things. And Morikawa has streamlined that. And I think we're going to hear a lot more about that. But yes, Morikawa is a very exciting player. Come out of Cal on a rocket ship, career launch right now. Jay, what do you think about my pick I know you not only today are you interjecting your picks, but you're also critiquing mine. I like this.
Yeah. This is exciting for me, Elk, because normally I wait until you're gone during the show, and then I talk trash about your picks. You don't hear it unless you watch it and review. This week, I got to look into the eyes of my opponent, and I'm ready to do that. But how am I going to argue against the best player in the world right now? You can't. It's a great pick, but I will counter it with what I think is a player that kind of fits in this mold, right? This player, also a very, very skilled player at a very young age, and came through the college ranks in the U.S., but he's a bit of a vagabond, right? The kid during COVID drove to every PGA Tour event just to enjoy being in the United States and seeing places that he has yet to see. That says a lot about this guy, that he's going to have no problem acclimating to the long trip over. And he plays at a very high level. He's coming off a T12 in the Open Championship. And I think everybody knows that this guy's going to be a winner and a multiple winner and probably a major winner at some point. I'm going to go ahead and say he's going to press it this week and really get into the conscience of the international golf world, where a lot of players, and we've looked at this chart when we spit the chart out, Elk, as you know, that last sheet on the chart were guys that we really had to kind of not just study their pronunciation, but maybe some of the countries that are participating in the Olympics this week. But this guy's coming. He's a Norwegian, but he played in the U.S. in golf. For golf. His numbers are consistent across the board. He hits it straight. He hits it far. He's going to be close. He's going to make a few putts. That is the long-winded version for me to say that Viktor Hovland is going to walk away with a silver medal around his neck this week?
Well, it's a great pick. He travels well. You're right. NCAA champion, U.S. amateur champion, multiple PGA Tour winner. Now the first Norwegian to win on the European Tour. Will he be able to hang a medal and get on the podium, Diane? That is the question for you.
I am all about Viktor Hovland all the time, and my main reason for it is I think he's just got such a mature attitude on the course as well. And talking about driving from tournament to tournament, that seems such a small point, but for him that was probably a real soul-searching time and getting really accustomed to his new life on the PGA Tour, because we forget this guy's so young still, early 20s. So he's always smiling. He always looks happy. I think he's another one that's just going to relish this opportunity to be out there. So yeah, Viktor Hovland, definitely silver, if not a gold pick. So I like it.
Well, before you tell me your silver pick, I would say that won't it be nice to watch the game grow a little bit? And we have a Norwegian golfer, male, that we're talking about medaling this week. What a thrill it'll be for him to be in the open ceremonies.
Okay, well, my theme of the week is a little bit of loyalty. I took the loyalty for you with my last pick by going with an Australian, but this time I'm sticking to Team GB, and my silver pick is Paul Casey. Now, Casey is, I don't want to call him a veteran on tour because, he's late 30s, early 40s, but he's, early 40s. However, he's still one of the best ball strikers on tour, and that's going to obviously travel well to any course. He's been working hard on his putting, we know. So his stats probably don't reflect just how much better he's got. But when you look at his past results on big stages, so just coming off a 15th place finish at the Open Championship, a 7th at the US Open, a 4th at the PGA Championship, a 5th at the Players Championship, this season for him is fantastic. So he is also going to be influenced by Justin Rose winning that gold medal for Team GB in Rio, and just how much it meant to him. I'm sure Justin Rose keeps that gold medal in his golf bag at all times. Hi, look what I have. But I think how great if the UK could go back-to-back Olympics with medals. So Paul Casey, he didn't quite make it into my gold category, but I think he's a solid silver.
Diane, I'm going to pick up a little bit on how Jay punishes my picks, but when the Queen wakes up on next Thursday morning with her cup of tea and her biscuits to look at the golf on TV, I honestly don't think she's going to be eyeing in on Paul Casey to win a medal. But I may be wrong, Jay. What do you think?
Oh, I'd even say if the Queen wakes up, which I hope she does, she will be disappointed that Paul Casey will be nowhere near the top of the podium. He's not even going to be on the radar. But Diane, it wouldn't be you if you didn't pick with your heart. So
that isn't really that much of a heart pick.
I think it is. I think you're sticking to the. I think you're sticking to the UK, and
if he was Scottish, it would be a heart pick. But you know how Scottish people feel about English, so if it was a heart pick, I wouldn't be going with it.
Oh, you're not leaving. You're. Let's say it's more of a parochial pick. Then you're kind of sticking to your neighbor. But I'm looking on my chart for any Scottish players and wondering why they haven't been picked yet.
There's none, but we actually do have a huge Scottish representation at the Olympics this year. Just golf is not that sport.
All right, just not for this show.
I didn't realize they had throwing rocks in the Olympics this year.
We're very good at athletics, at curling. There's actually more Scottish women competing in the Olympics this year than there ever has been before. So,
well, I'm for that.
Again, women and Scottish women in rock throwing does make a lot of sense. So, Elk, you're on it.
So our silver picks are Elk going with Colin Morikawa, Jay for Viktor Hovland, and I'm saying Paul Casey.